The nav system is ready. Laser codes are confirmed. Power on. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel here. I'm in the Sega room, and as you can see, it's time for some Alien Storm. So yeah, this is basically like a beat 'em up game, except you have weapons, you know. Kind of like, I would compare it to Golden Axe even. It's just a modern, it's just set in a different time setting, right? You have more modern weapons, not just like a sword and axe and magic. We have, you know, like flamethrowers. You know, you have choice of three characters. The woman has a flamethrower. The robot, he has like almost like an electric whip. You know, they also have like other sub weapons too, which is cool, right? And the guy that I like is the guy in the red. He has like almost like a Ghostbusters, you know, proton pack. But like I said, they also have like sub weapons. Like he also pulls out almost like a grenade launcher, and you know, and you know, they have like 2 or 3 other sub weapons besides their main weapon. Plus, you do have a special attack, kind of like Streets of Rage, the first one where you called your police buddies and they came and fired the gun and it killed the enemies on the screen. So yeah, it's kind of like you know, kind of like a cross between Golden Axe and Streets of Rage, and just with weapons. So that's pretty much the premise of it here. So let's get to it. So yeah, there's the woman, there's the guy, and here's the robot. I'll go through with all of them, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go with my my favorite. Mission 1, save the people. Yeah, see, he's got his main weapon there, and then he looked like he pulled out a handgun too. So he's got a handgun, he's got almost like a rocket launcher there. I'll see if I can pause it. Yeah. He pulls it out real quick and puts it back real quick. So you don't have a jump, you like roll. The only time you can jump is if you're running. Here's a bonus stage. This is where we get like more energy. So that's like a bonus stage, like a first-person shooter, but you get extra energy there. Mission 2, expel the aliens. Let's blast away and let the alien chunks fly. Yeah, this is an arcade port. I never did play the arcade game. I don't even remember seeing it in the arcades. So I guess my local one never had it, or I never caught it in there. Yeah, you can do those type of like lunge attacks besides your if you get low on your energy, because you see there at the bottom, I'll zoom in. You got your life bar and your energy. Your energy is your weapon. Your life is, of course, your health, your damage you're taking. But your energy is your weapon. Okay, you can run out of energy for your weapon, and when you do, you're basically stuck to just swinging your gun, and then that's no fun. That you're not very effective that way. Time that right. Yeah, if you run, then push your roll, then you jump in the air and can do an attack. Here's the first boss. See, that reminds me of Golden Axe, getting those power-ups from those little things. That's a long jump. Mission 3, Alien's Nest. And this is a two-player co-op game. That's what's cool about it. This is a great game to play with a friend if you got somebody over. It's always more fun playing with somebody. You for that. The aliens have invaded the grocery store. Kill them all. No mercy, right? There's a mother and her kid screaming. I thought this game had pretty good graphics. It's got good graphics, good action. It's my kind of game. I love the colors there. I mean, those colors just pop, right? Looks like the inside of a Radio Shack or something. Safety, guys, I'm here. Run to safety. Get out of here now. Run for your life. The alien busters are here. I think this is a good time for us to call in some reinforcements. Call in air support. Again. go. Sorry, I'm going to have to trash this store. But I need some energy. I got to kill these aliens. Hopefully you got insurance. Your insurance should cover the damages. I don't think the insurance company better fight you over this, over an alien invasion here. You can see I just going to pause it real quick. Yeah, the Sega did some self-promoting in these games, right? You definitely see it there. Sega audio. Yeah, I'm not going to destroy that just for the sake of this video. Mission 5, save the laboratory. Oh, they turned into aliens. Yeah, those things will jump on you too. They'll jump on you. They'll try to eat you. You get in their mouth. These guys look like gremlins, I thought. Ugh. Now we're in some kind of laboratory. There's brains and what kind of laboratory is this? There's brains in there. What kind of experiments are you guys doing here? Mission 6, Nightcrawler. I'll pause it. Yeah, you can't destroy those things on the ground there. Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah, see, he got me in his mouth. He's trying to eat me. Yeah, there we go. That's a good view of his rocket launcher. Like, he pulls it out so fast. But I love that. I love rocket launchers, grenade launchers, RPGs, whatever you want to call them. I've always loved those weapons, so that was part of it. My appeal to this guy. Another one of these guys. Yeah, I like that effect too. You can't see it but I just like that effect of this guy's weapons. Just all his weapons. Okay, back to the action. Let's do this. It's like, I'm frying you. I'm frying your ass. It's like I'm frying you with that electric shock. I'm blasting you with some RPGs. That's a weird looking thing, huh? Reinforcements, airstrikes. Finally, huh? Ooh, so that was like two bosses in one there. There's the spaceship. We're chasing it. We gotta destroy it. Gotta shoot it down. Shoot it out of the sky. Sweet. Mission 7, destroy the UFO. It does use energy when you do that, so use it sparingly. I probably can't do it anymore until I get some more energy here. Oh, so now I guess we're going up to the mothership. Final battle, mission 8. And this is a bit of a maze stage here, because you gotta pick doors to go in. They will try to get on both sides of you. That's the thing. You can't allow that. You can't allow them to surround you like that, or else. Jeez. Dang, easier said than done. So this is what I'm talking about. We got two options here. I'm gonna go in the second one here. Those are weird looking things. They look like some kind of kangaroo demon thing, looks like. See, we got another 3 more doors. I think I'm gonna go, let's go in the third one. I think I did right. Okay. Here we are, 3 more. I'm gonna go in the third one, I guess. Let's see. Let's keep going that. Alright, sweet. This is the final boss here. It's that huge brain. So much action going on here. Yeah, if you just focus on the other aliens first, they eventually you kill them off, and then you can just focus on the brain here. Here we are going back to Earth. The ambition of the aliens to invade planet Earth has been foiled. Peace is restored. But what has become of the Tremendous Three? Did they survive? Nobody knows, and there is no way to find out. But if any aggression is made to our planet again, they are the ones who will fight back. Until then, their names shall be engraved in on our minds. Alien Busters. So that's it, Alien Storm for the Sega Genesis, an arcade port, and from what I've seen, it's a pretty faithful port. That was the thing with the Sega Genesis back then when it came out. They was big about bringing the arcade games home. You know, this one, Altered Beast, Golden Axe. You know, Midnight Resistance, E-SWAT. Yeah, there was like Forgotten Worlds. Yeah, like Sega was like they was big on bringing the arcade experience home, or at least, you know, close to it. Some resemblance to it, right? Because like the biggest thing I can think of is like Operation Wolf, right? I loved it in the arcades. But when it came to the Nintendo, it just was like, wow, there was no comparison. See you next game. So there's your 3 characters. See what my score is. 60. I'm a soldier. So there it is, back to the main title screen. Turn the volume down a little bit. But yeah, that was Sega's big thing, was bringing the arcade games home. And they did, I think they pulled it off, because, like I said, you know, Operation Wolf on the Nintendo, it was nothing. I mean, nothing like the arcade was. The arcade was like awesome, and the Nintendo game was just like, well, it's the best we got, you know. You know, but it paled in comparison, right? But with the Genesis, these arcade games that they brought home, it was like, dang, this looks pretty good. It's like you could tell, you could see the arcade was still a little better, you know, because, you know, obviously the Genesis still wasn't as powerful as the arcade. But they came darn close with what they had to work with. I mean, you know, 16 bits. So yeah, these arcade ports looked great on the Genesis compared to, especially when we had the Nintendo to compare it to, right? So that's why when Sega came out and says, you know, Genesis does what Nintendo don't, that was more than just a marketing ploy. That was legit. You know, for 2 years before, you know, the Sega came out in '89 here in North America, okay, and the Super Nintendo didn't come out until 1991. So for 2 years, you know, the Nintendo was still around, and they were still games being made for it. But for those 2 years, from '89 to '91, when they said Genesis does what Nintendo don't, there was nothing Nintendo could say. There was nothing they could say to refute that, because it was true. You know, all we had for Nintendo was the NES, and Sega had the Genesis out for those 2 years. So for those 2 years, yeah, Sega had bragging rights, and they very well could say Genesis does what Nintendo don't, and they wasn't lying. That was a fact. It would, you know, 8 bits compared to 16 bits. So it wasn't a comparison, you know. But so there's a little history lesson on the arcade games and the Nintendo and Sega, the console wars as they called it. Nintendo and Sega, right? those were good times to be alive, and I have fond memories of that time period. And personally, though, I mean, I always was like, I liked both Nintendo and Sega, right? I didn't get a Sega right away because the cost. Because hell, I even had to buy my own Nintendo. So, my mom wouldn't even buy me a Nintendo because she bought me the Atari. That's how I got started. That'll be an interesting story for another video of how I got started playing video games. But my mom bought the Atari, and I wanted a Nintendo when it came out, but she wouldn't do it. She said it was too much money or whatever. So I had to save up. Myself. So I saved up, I think, my lunch money. Sometimes I wouldn't eat lunch at school, or if I did eat lunch, my mom gave me $2 for lunch, and lunch was $1.50, so I'd have 50 cents left over if I did eat lunch. Okay, so I would save that 50 cents, and so do the math. I saved a long time to buy my Nintendo by myself. So yeah, I didn't get the Nintendo right when it came out. I believe I got it like in '88, so it had already been out for like 3 years by the time I got it. So, and then the Genesis came out just a year later, so it's like, oh man, the Genesis is out now, and it's looking great compared to the Nintendo. So I didn't get a Genesis right away either. It was the same thing. She didn't buy the Nintendo, and she sure as heck wasn't going to buy the Sega. So I had to do basically the same thing before I got a Sega. I think I might have even traded it in or sold my Nintendo to get the Sega, because it's like back then, saving your lunch money and stuff, that was going to take forever. So yeah, that's how I got. That's a brief history of my my video game history when those consoles came out. Yeah, I remember a friend of mine, he got the Genesis when it came out because his dad worked in a factory, and he made pretty decent money, so he bought my friend a Genesis, and that was my first exposure to the Genesis when I think he got it for Christmas, and I remember going over to his house and playing Altered Beast and Revenge of Shinobi. So, anyways, guys, I know that was a little off topic there, but sometimes that happens with me, right? Sometimes when the camera is rolling, the magic happens, right? I just kind of sometimes just go off the rails a little bit. So I hope you guys don't mind that, and appreciate your patience, and appreciate you sticking around and your viewership. You guys mean a lot, and I mean that. My YouTube channel is not huge. It probably never will be, because I don't do the fancy editing or the fancy editing software. I'm just pretty basic, very old school, very retro, which to me that fits me, right? That fits my channel. If you want to watch these games because I'm simply placing my video camera in front of the TV and playing through these games. Now, if you want to watch these games in HD, there's plenty of other YouTube channels out there that can do that for you. So that was kind of my approach to YouTube, was like, people buy that some kind of recording device where they hook it to the game, and it records, just the game, and then somehow they gotta put their voice and their audio over top of it. I don't know. That's just kind of beyond me. I'm a simple guy, So that's kind of my approach to YouTube. If you like, it's like with me, you take it or leave it. I am what I am, right? I'm retro. I'm old school, And yeah, I don't, to me, people will view my channel, I mean, yeah, for the content. I think people view, this is how I look at it. I think people take a liking to certain YouTube channels, I mean, because of the content, number one, and number two, because they get a feel of the personality of the person that's, you know, running the channel, and they take a liking to that person or to their personality. So therefore, I believe those are the two most important ingredients when it comes to a YouTube channel, not fancy graphics or, you know, stuff like that. I may branch out in the future and look into some kind of different software to see if I can do fancier effects and stuff, like a green screen or something. But I don't know. For me, I don't know. That's just kind of doesn't seem like me, you know. So when I say I'm retro, I'm retro through and through. When it comes to my content, you know, with these games or the movies I like, and yes, even the editing software I use, it is retro too. I use Windows Movie Maker, and I think it's like 2008 or something, the version I'm using. So, you know, a lot of YouTubers out there, you know, the elites, right? They will laugh at that. They will laugh and scoff and mock that. But I'm like, that don't bother me one bit. They can laugh and scoff and whatever, all they want. You know, I feel I'm still able to produce quality content even with, you know, using that old software. Like I said, I don't think people watch YouTube for like, oh cool, they use this, they got some cool graphics and on their editing program. You can, it's the same way with movies, right? I'm going to compare my channel to movies. You can, like today, in today's world, with all the you know, the technology we have, with all the CGI, you know, all that, the computer animation, right? That's available. You can have the best looking computer animation out there, but that alone doesn't make for a good movie. You can have the best graphics and special effects ever, but your movie could still suck. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the classic movie Jaws, right? 1975 Jaws movie, where they used a real mechanical shark. You know, it was a physical shark in the water. Yes, it was a robot. It was mechanical, but still, I would watch, and you know, so compare it to, like, well, let's just say The Meg, right? It's a recent movie about that the megalodon is a prehistoric shark. They called it The Meg for short. Yeah, that is computer animated. You can tell that, and it's like, I don't care to watch computer animated sharks. Okay. Yes, I know that the one in the original Jaws was a robot, a mechanical, but at least it was freaking real, a real tangible object in the freaking real water. You know, they was actually out on a boat in the real ocean doing all that crap. So I just kind of compare my YouTube channel basically to the original Jaws. It's like, yeah, I use more practical effects here. I do what I can. I get, you know, I try to be as creative as I can to make these videos presentable and interesting, and yeah, hopefully, and even if it's just a, you know, a small number of people out there that appreciate that, hey, I'm good with that, right? So I'm sorry for the long rant here and talk, but hopefully you guys don't mind, you know, because that's part of this channel, right? It's part of, like, just me talk. Sometimes it's just me talking to you guys. You know, it's like just spending time together, and you know, and then that's why I always ask for comments, because I always like to hear feedback from you guys. You know, because I'm interested in my viewers. I want to know what they feel about things and how they, you know, kind of their opinions, right? So, anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. It's probably a lot longer than I intended it to be. So but I will include all this because I could edit this out and just do strictly the game. But that wouldn't be me, right? That'd be fake. That wouldn't be retro review style. But anyways, guys, if this is your first time to the channel, tap that red subscribe button down there. Then the bell next to it. Ding, ding. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. So, and if you did like this video, the gameplay plus my just talking with you guys, if you do appreciate that and like that kind of stuff, give me a thumbs up. That would be retro rad. I'd be much obliged. So until next time, guys, keep it retro.